baby, can you look at that view? Dang, is it great to be in the Empire today. That's right, this is the Emperor of the sign up there, an Alderaan in the Kyber Empire, where today we're taking things to the next level. If you love Imperial troopers and Galaxy of Heroes, basically a Galactic Legend team in the game now. Now, most of today's conversations revolving around the Set 6 Datacrons, dangerous prototypes. I want to talk about this poll that I put up the other day in my channel and talk about some pretty, maybe not even surprising, but kind of surprising results. And I want to teach CG a lesson. Since Datacrons are only about temporary boosts of power that they take away and give you really nothing back in return, I want to show them what I did with that money instead that I didn't give them on Datacrons and show them what permanent, more power, baby, looks like. So stay till the end of the video to see what real power looks like. So, let's start this party off with showing the Imperial Troopers. Honestly, this is going to be the main takeaway of the video. If you have Imperial Troopers, and you should, they are probably the best they're ever going to be in the game right now. At least in the history we've seen so far. Let's go and show just a really quick example of what's going on. And this is going to be free-to-play accessible. And CG most likely is going to give you this Datacron for free. You just have to find the courage and power to get over your hate of Datacrons and do it. And just take the free resources. This Datacron can be made completely free. It's my first Datacron from the Datacron they gave me for free. Let me show you what it looks like with Imperial Troopers up against the outgoing Datacron. Lord Vader, the most powerful he's ever going to be, with the crazy amount of dodges, deflection, tons of cooldown reductions. Well, now it's game over with this new set of dangerous prototypes. All you need is a couple level 3s for a few teams, easily accessible, free to play, where the weakest ally is going to get 20% turn meter for each other dark side ally. So we're starting up with a massive turn meter boost that's going on Dark Troopers, since they are technically the weakest ally, meaning lowest health and protection combined. Just use Perfect Soldiers right away. And with Perfect Soldiers, we're going to feed 40% turn meter to the rest of our Imperial Trooper team. Let's do it. Pop in it. And it's game over at this point for Lord Vader. Drop down the armor strip. Let's go mark down the Big D. And let's go send in the full swarm attack. And my goodness, it's game over at that point pretty much. Let's go drop a basic over here. He's gone. And then let's go do this over on Darth Vader. They're gone. And then let's go drop this over here. And we just gotta, take our sweet time. We'll get over there eventually. But so far... This is Datacrons, but at least this is something that most are gonna be able to access right there, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna be able to do a lot of funny stuff with Imperial Troopers on offense against a variety of Galactic Legends. As long as no one's stopping their bonus turn meter, you're gonna pull off some crazy combos. And this is gonna be even easier because Lord Vader's Datacron set is going away and dodges are gone. So this is really the main message to take away with this set 6 that we're gonna be talking about with dangerous prototypes. Now I understand, as we're gonna talk with the poll we put out, the Datacrons are not well adopted in the game. But since this is a level 3 and CG is giving out a dangerous prototype starter calendar, and we have the new conquest that just started, it's going to be very easy to at least try to get this level 3 Datacron that we're going to talk about, that 20% bonus turn meter for each other dark side allies. And really, as we're going to see with my updated spreadsheet, you're really just going to want to be chasing after this level 3 right here. But as we know, one of the biggest problems with Datacrons, you might not get what you want. But again, since it's level 3, even re-rolling it should be pretty easy. And I'll leave a link down below. I always try to update at least with the bare minimum of what are the best Datacrons to shoot for. I stopped doing them for every faction, especially saying how even myself and many others, you're not going to get that many Datacrons. It's not even that widely adopted. So I'm really only going to highlight really what the best are in a particular season, rather than for every single faction. It doesn't seem like it's worth that much time if the people aren't really using Datacrons. But the #1 picks for this Datacron cycle are as follows. I think Imperial Troopers are #1 with that turn meter increase that we just showed. Slam dunk in many teams that are, and we might see them be really good on defense now. With the Inquisitors, you can do that 20% turn meter or get that tank revive. They're able to constantly do a buff this spell at their turn, get 100% potency, and then constantly inflict health down on all enemies. So that's going to be pretty nuts. I want to talk about Sith Empire. Imperial Troopers are going to be the clear-cut biggest bang for buck with the level 3s, but Sith Empire could do pretty well as too. Malgus Sith Empire, imagining giving Malgus a revive. So when Malgus gets defeated, they revive all over again. Darth Revan, if you don't have Malgus, you're running a classic Sith Empire team. Darth Revan usually is the weakest member on the team. You can easily give him tons of bonus Terminator, kind of like that Imperial Trooper thing, and Revan's going to outrun lots of teams out there. Anything with Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, if you want to throw in Starkiller, go for it. 20% Terminator is going to be a big deal on Mara Jade, getting her out and running, getting that Terminator train rolling. General Grievous, I think the tank revive is going to be great. Bringing Magna Guard back so you get another Metalloid monstrosity and just getting your tank back. Dr. Aphra, now, not many people are going to have a Dr. Aphra right this very moment. She's going to have some pretty nice bonuses, but again, I honestly, even as a Dr. Aphra owner, she's already so good without her Datacrons and Omicrons. I don't think you're really going to need it. And then her level 9 bonus is pretty nuts too, where she's going to keep getting a bonus turn at the end of any droid ally's turn. And at least half the team, sometimes even more, is already droids. And honestly, at that point, I would kind of cut it, but there's some other good options to consider here. Sith Eternal, getting the 20% Terminator, or the stat increase with the evasion up, health steal, health up. Ignore this, I forgot to take that out. Awkward. Gary, you suck at your job. Now, this might be odd, but Master Kenobi, Dash, and Dart are going to be good. This is mostly a dark side Datacron set, but the Scoundrel doesn't need to be dark side or light side. And this could be good. On Master Kenobi, Commander Ahsoka Tano is a Scoundrel, right? Having her prevent revives on Force Leap is going to be a big deal. It might help out a ton against the Rey Ben combos. Chrysanthemum too, they can't get revived then. Dash Rendar was amazing this past Datacron season, but you can still maybe get a degree of that where on their base ability, they can do a cooldown reset. Maul DeLoreans, Maul plus the Mandalorians, this is gonna be huge. No more need for Wat Timbor or cheeky little Hondo tricks. Maul's likely going to get a ton of Terminator. He's going to start first, get Canderous going. Canderous is going to follow up, and then Maul's going to get a really fast frenzy. Now, of course, there's probably going to be another few teams that are going to benefit, especially from that 20% Terminator per dark side ally thing. But I think these are really going to be the main ones to shoot for. And at the minimum, what I'm expecting, especially like even on my free-to-plays, I'm expecting a few folks to get at least a level 3 turn meter for their Imperial troopers. But I am very cognizant that Datacrons are not very well adopted in Galaxy of Heroes. I posted this poll about a week ago here, just kind of asking, since we're 6 months into this now, how many level 9 Datacrons do you usually get per season? I'm slightly mad at myself. I wish I just would have put 0 there since I already had a 1 up there. But it's crazy to see that 86% of folks are only somewhere between 0 and 1 level 9 Datacron due to inaccessibility, difficulty of obtaining, and just not wanting to do it. Then you got about 10% getting about 1 through 5 level 9 Datacrons per season, and then it really just drops off from there. And usually I end up around 10 just from all the conquest stuff. And if you're 20 and above, you're wailing hard, baby. You're easily spending thousands of dollars per season to get more than 20. I don't know, for me personally, when you're designing a feature, this isn't really the results I want to see. And I understand that might not be the perfect sample size. There might be a few flaws, but I think it's still a kind of a rough indication of where Datacrons are right now for Galaxy of Heroes. And on that note, why don't we show CG what permanent unlimited mo power baby looks like? What did I do instead of giving CG my money on temporary leased out power Datacrons in Galaxy of Heroes?
All right, so let's do some math real quick. Quick maths! We have 5 sets of Datacrons so far, going into set 6. We've seen people with easily $3,000 plus of Datacrons per season. So what is that? That's easily $15,000 I saved from not giving CG my money on a poorly made feature. What am I gonna do with all that? I need to make a statement to CG. What are Datacrons? Temporary leased fake power. Well, what about permanent, owned, unlimited power? I present to you the Kyber Horse! Now, if you guys know me, one of my biggest hobbies on the side is I love cars. And it's what's under the hood, which is what we need to talk about today. But my friends, this is no ordinary Mustang. This is the Kyber Horse, which means boom! You're looking at the heart of the newly modified Kyber Horse. We're talking a Whipple supercharged Mustang. Puts this baby over 800 horsepower. Can I get a little bit of a more power, baby?
More power, baby.
So, why don't we whip her up and show CG what real power looks like? So you might be asking yourselves 3 questions. 1, was that really cheaper than Datacron? Yes! For a little more power, baby, 10,000. 5,000 in savings. Now, question 2 is, Arnold, are those summer tires with snow on them on a now 800 horsepower vehicle? You're dang right. Did I almost kill me and my dad going 20 miles an hour around the block? Maybe. But the real question is, what did I do with the other 5,000 that I saved? You might notice a gaping hole in the royal garage. Well, the lady of an Alderaan took the audacious Audi to work today. And I figured, we need power during the wintertime. So I slapped on an ultracharger to bring that baby up to 500 horses to play around in the snow. While this one apparently has to hibernate. I guess that means we're going to slap something on. The Dark Stallion.
So I gotta thank you guys for helping me fuel my petrolhead fantasies. And I want to thank CG, because since Datacron, you've helped me realize, even as someone who reviews your products in the game, there comes a point where spending the money is just a little too dumb when it gets to that level. And I can get a lot more happiness out in the real world. Thank you for stopping by. Leave that like, comment down below on your thoughts. And always remember that it's great to be in the Empire today. Oh, it's great to be